Hey everyone, this is Mr. Tempo Speedy coming at you to talk about the Nintendo Switch, which was announced today. Used to be codename NX. Today at 3 p.m. British Standard Time, the reveal trailer came out, and I quite like it myself. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at some different screenshots. I'm gonna talk about them. Ignore the little screenshot picture in the corner. That's just from my PS4. So without further ado, let's get into it. So this looks like, well, this is the docking station, which you put the Switch tablet inside so you can play it on the TV. So, as you can tell, there's a little light there that says that it's playing on the TV. A few USB ports that I'm guessing you're probably used for charging controllers. That's the left and right joypad, parts of the joypad anyway, that you put on to the controller, so you play it like how it is in this screenshot. And by looking at it, it's, well, there's some sticks, but they're in opposite places, so I think that's going to be quite awkward when you have to play. So I mean, it shouldn't be too bad, but you know, with the Wii U there was both at the top, and now one's at the top, one's at the bottom, so we'll see how it works out, I suppose. As you can tell here, we're using cards rather than discs, so now we're going to have to see how this new format works in terms of save files and storing the game updates. So here we can see that it actually supports audio jack, so you'll be able to plug your earphones or headphones in when you're out and about, or if you're sat somewhere where you're not meant to make too much noise. So that's that's all right. I mean, that means you can plug your microphones in as well and talk through it with ease rather than having to connect it through Bluetooth. So here it's just another screenshot of, well, yeah, the audio jack and the tablet. This is showing that you can actually play the game with the left and right parts of the joypad in your hands while it's still on screen, so that's quite interesting. But it also poses the question of, do you have to charge the left and right? So I suppose we'll have to wait to find that out in another part. This is the Pro controller, I do believe, of the Nintendo Switch, and it looks a little bit like a Xbox One controller to me, if I'm honest. But well, the Xbox One controller is actually an OK design, so I suppose it's, well, it's got a few differences, but yeah, it's a controller, it works, so why not use that sort of format. On to the next screenshot. And this is just showing yep, you can play it at home on the big screen with, the left and right parts of the joypad are plugged into the tablet, so maybe that's how you're charging them. I'm still not 100% sure. Hopefully Nintendo actually talk to us about how they charge rather than just leaving it until when it comes out in March. So, because I'll be quite interested to know that, if, well, me being me. So, yeah. Now this one's quite interesting because it's got a little bit of an attachment onto the car seat, so maybe that's going to be an accessory that's coming out. Maybe it might be bundled with the console. Maybe, we'll end up getting told eventually anyway, but yeah, it would be okay for holding it when you're on the go, like in the back of a car. It might be more easy to entertain yourself if you're not the driver. So, yeah, that's that one. Here we see two tablets side by side with the people taking the left and right parts off. So maybe this suggests that the tablets can connect to each other and play locally. So that's actually quite interesting. It'll be easier to play with your mates that way. So it'll be quite interesting to see if you can do that sort of thing, but one plugged into a TV and the others on a different tablet. just on the tablet. So, but yeah, like you could play, as we see in this next screenshot, you can play one half of the controller each in as a player. So here there's them two using that controller and two people on the other side using the other two sides of that tablet as well. So that suggests that it would actually be quite easy to play some multiplayer games. Maybe this is only going to be certain games that support it. So because I can't see how some will use like as many buttons as you get on one part of the controller. So now here we can see that there is, well, I don't know what this is really. I mean, I suppose it could actually be the way that you charge the two side parts, because it's got lights to say that they're both in. So maybe that's like the battery of saying yes, they're fully charged. So maybe this is like the charger for these two parts. So, but hopefully in a way it's going to be a bit stupid doing that, because what about if one's charged and one's not? It's going to be quite hard. So now we see, well, we just see, like, when you first look at it, it's like the TV and there's the console, but actually, to the left of the console there is Amiibo, so that suggests that Amiibo will still be supported with the Nintendo Switch, and that's actually, in one way, quite good, because, I mean, some people spent quite a lot of money on the Amiibo, so hopefully, like, now we know that that hasn't just been wasted because it won't be supported in the future. We know it will be supported now. So here is now this is just two people playing the game again with two different sides. So a lot of people around. So yeah, and there's that little bit at the back which suggests that, yeah, obviously, as in the other screenshot, it'll be able to just stand. So, but we don't actually, well, actually, yeah, it will be in with the controller most likely. So now this is two people just sat playing, and I think they're playing on the tablet, but they're playing with the Pro controllers, which is actually quite good, because some people, like, they'll rather play with the normal controllers, but others would rather play with the Pro controllers. So this, like, suggests that that will be a possibility. Now this is another screenshot of the tablet and stuff, but the interesting part is it's got Splatoon on it, so maybe that suggests that if for the next console there'll be like a Splatoon 2, or, well, just a remake of the original. Either way, that's quite good because it was quite a popular game, so looking forward to that. Now this is actually an interesting part as well. This shows some pro players going up to a gaming tournament. For you who have watched the trailer, they go up onto stage, and in the next screenshot you'll see them all plug in their tablets into the docking station so that it shows up on the monitor, and that's actually quite good. That means we'll probably maybe get some esports for the Nintendo Switch, so it'll be quite interesting to see what games they play and how, like, it all works out. So I mean, I'll probably watch the gaming tournaments, so I'm actually quite looking forward to that, me myself. So I think that's all the screenshots. So I think now you'll probably end up looking at just another Nintendo Switch icon. So, but overall, I think that Nintendo Switch will be quite good. I'm glad that they have finally released a reveal trailer for it, because in my opinion it was actually starting to get a bit dangerous for Nintendo, like leaving it too long for people to build up too much hype. Like, we've seen it happen with some games. They've built up so much hype that they couldn't live up to it and they've just flopped. So hopefully the NX can now succeed from this, and people will be quite happy with what they've seen and what they're getting. And I'm looking forward to when it releases in March 2017. Well, that's all for now then, guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new, and my social media links are in the about section of my channel. Please check out some other videos if you feel like it as well, and I will, well, if you want to comment, we'll have a little chat in the comments for anyone. I hope to maybe see you in the next video, guys.